Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the StarLadder Minor Close Qualifiers for the OCE region. We're into our third and penultimate series of the day between Avant and Ground Zero. I'm the Eternal J, and I'll be taking you through today's proceedings between these two squads that have made it through into our upper bracket semi-finals to fight for one of the two spots available to them in the Asia Minor itself. Of course, one team from the upper bracket and one team from the lower bracket will be making it forward, and one of these two teams will become one of the first into the grand finals in that winner's bracket to face off against the likes of Greyhound and the winner between Rewound and Genuine. I think that match is just finished up as well, so Genuine making their way in against Greyhound. And that match will be coming up next on stream as our final best of three of the day. I'm the Eternal J. Again, I'll be taking you through these proceedings as we get into yet another best of three for today's action. It's been a very long day already for myself. Things are getting hot in here because it's the semi-finals and not just because morning is broken in the UK. So Avant versus Ground Zero. We saw Ground Zero a little bit earlier today. Obviously one of our first matches on stream, and they had a pretty decent time, just to say the least. You know, they faced off against Paradox, and they had a 16-9, 16-7, so a pretty dominant match for them. Not overly dominant, obviously, not quite the level that we saw Greyhound take on earlier. But 2-0ing their way to victory versus the 2-1 from the Avant side against Order, who I admit is probably a bit more of a tougher side, so depending on how well this will go, this might be a fun little matchup. As you can see, the bookies do prefer the boys over on Avant. Actually, those numbers actually aren't quite directive of the actual numbers for the match itself. I think a lot of people do expect Avant to be the victors. I do have to kind of agree to a certain extent. These two teams haven't had a whole lot of history between each other, but they do have some talent in the server. And I think overall, Avant do just about win it out. But we'll find out how well the series will go. Map 1 is Overpass. It was picked by Avant themselves, so they're obviously expected the victors this one. Ground Zero picking out Nuke as the second map. Again, very curious how they keep picking this one, even though Nuke has not had a lot of recorded great results on the board for them. I will admit that, of course, they did take a 16-7 pretty decent victory earlier on today, but we'll find out how well they'll handle against Avant as we go into Overpass to kick things off. Very good map for both sides. It's a defuse kit and double flash for Soju. And Ground Zero have the smoke molly for Barrock. And into the mid position, the T side will slowly creep up into the bathrooms is where things will start things off. Sniper back over with the USP, taps on the head of Murray, takes it down, looks in for the second, but it will be Void to trade it back. Sterling gets another quick kill back over on the defensive. 4 versus 3 situation. The bomb plant will come down from Panic eventually. Now the T side forcing their way through against the CT forces. Avant have fallen back as Hazard does take Panic right back to the 3 versus 2. Trades good and great for the CT side. And Soji takes another one, leaving it all to the last man. Burner up over towards mid, in the bathrooms, taking out by Moku. Teammates for Avant as they take the pistol. And a very confident start to the CT side. Bomb plant for Ground Zero still will not justify the force buy here. They're going to opt against it. Which is fair enough, I think. They just go out towards that mid position early on here. Taking early control for the 3 kills coming through the SMGs. Easy as that. It's 4 players alive for Avant by the end of it. Simple stuff again, only losing 1 weapon, not too much of a problem. Now the buyouts can come through from Ground Zero. 3 AKs, 1 AWP. 4 AKs coming out actually. Ground Zero try and strike first here for their first round on the board. Up in for Sterling, playing immediately out of the B bomb site, challenged. Avant playing out towards Connector instead. A bit of a boost coming in from the Avant side, so not going to go too aggressive into this one. Sterling might be able to catch that first player though. His first face is that bomb, and Moe taken out immediately by the CT forces. Immediately ground zero, just taking a much more passive stance as a result of these opening kills going in the favour of Avant. You know, you can see the StarLadder hasn't bothered to progress too much further than this. They've still held out their angles in passive. Allowed short control to come in for Avant, and this could be a disaster for the bomb planter as well. Panic's about to be saved too, but fortunately he's ready for the kill. It's back to a 4 versus 4 situation for ground zero. Still a little bit of time left to work with for the CT force. 40 seconds, flashing in. Bomb can get picked up for ground zero. Panic. Take contact out towards the monster position. You can tell it's definitely morning in the UK because I don't do mornings. And I can't speak when the morning is broken. Sterling. Frag back 3v3. SMG rounds the corner from Soju, and it is traded back immediately by the AK-47, so we stand it even still. Bomb needs to get picked up, and the T's need to aggress down right now. Then Sterling's going to turn on for a third kill, on for the fourth, misses the flick, but his teammates just got to stay alive. 7 seconds, and Bamrock's got to go for the bomb plant. He's not going to win the fight. The AK, the AWP, I should say, should get recovered. It'll be a 3-0 start for Avant. Round zero yet to get anything on the board as of right now. The Eagles will be up for the T side. CZ's in. Tech 9 as well here on the Eco. Half bias technically, but no semantics at this point. In the end, it's pistols versus rifles. Avant. Full scope setup with an orb still in on Sterling. AUGs for everybody else. We'll take face to try and see if they can shut down any early aggression coming in from ground zero. It's doing a lot of setup over to the monster position. It'll be Sterling to strike first, take the first man out. Trades back as well, the AUG. Sterling gets a little secondary frag, and then the T-side player is going to fall in with his T-con and connector push. 3 kills for Sterling in particular, the AWP doing extremely well. A 4-0 start again for Avant. Max loss bonus kicking around for ground zero, but they have to start getting some rounds on the board. One thing that kept their opponents at bay in their earlier series, the fact that ground zero were just getting so many rounds, not allowing any opportunity for their opposing force to breathe, and now they're having the same sort of medicine fed back to them. Orps in, AK's out. Little bit of early damage coming in from the Molotov. Out towards T-Con, they're still going to push forward here, ground zero. They've got Void joined up by Moe. Hazar trying to back up the mid face from Avant. He's just playing it just as passively as ground zero have done so far. Very, very low control coming in. I mean, they've got some passive vision, Sterling in particular here, over towards the short area, not pushing so far as to get into his water position, but AWP watching from sandbags, takes the first man down. A former sniper taking out Void, 4 versus 4. The CTs do fall back the bomb. Still back over into Econ. Boner will go ahead and pick that up. Join the T-side forces. They looked to correct in towards the A bomb site. I mean, Mo's already pushed up so far forward here in mid. Take a look at where he is. Taking long control, checking on towards the bomb site. Have to take a look at Bank here, and if he can get this kill, if he can get the information out, he might be able to work well with it. Only tag damage done to Sniper. 2 kills to his name. Meanwhile, Panic making his way up to the B bomb site will get taken apart, facing around that corner, not sure where the CTs are at, and now it leaves up to the 2 players on long, and they've got a good read of what's going on here, haven't. 2 players ready to receive. Hazar pushing through the smoke as the sprays come through. Damage done. He connects it on both the players. Nice 2k for him. And another confident 5th coming in from Avant. It's looking very, very good. Confident as anything on CT side. Maxos bonus in, AK's out, a Krieg in for Void. Nades from Hazar's going to land directly onto one. Their HP damage being done to Zemp. What a fantastic start so far from Ground Zero. Again, damage being done in this next rifle round if they're trying to get something done on the board. I mean, they're still 0. Avant have been looking so confident as not to break their line. Certainly good signs considering their map pick was Overpass. Flashes in. T-side gain that mid control. No one's really watching out for this. I mean, Sterling's got a nice tight angle. It's only covered up by smoke. We'll have to fall back eventually because these smokes will come through, but the T's will try and push up the back of it. Hazer takes out Moe, kicking things off for the CT side again. Ground Zero unable to get these opening frags, unable to get the trades back either. Burner will try and find something at the end of the smoke to catch Hazar's head, then take it off his shoulders to 4 versus 4, but now the bomb needs to commit. Most of the T-side forces are making ways over on the B bomb, so trying to put in a rotation, but Panic goes down and it will force the 2 CTs back away from the A bomb site. They will leave 1 man over a bank. Panic sacrifice might be noble, but will it get them the round? 4 versus 3, no reface in from Sterling and Sniper, takes out 2 more, leaving it all left Zem, and no chance on that one. Avant, a confident 6th yet again. The question you're going to ask is, like, what are you going to do to try and break this Avant side? Again, they're just responding so well to what Ground Zero are doing. Getting those kills, no trades come in for the T side. The timeout will be called in by Ground Zero, appropriately enough. It has not been an amazing showing so far for Ground Zero. Again, still 0 on the board, appropriately enough for the name. We're going to be an eco round for the T side as well. Still sitting on max loss bonus. Avant. Plenty of weaponry, building a lot of cash. Holding a very good economy line at this stage. T's just begin, again, slowly prodding into their default positions. Not too aggressive again. Burst in from Moku, takes the first man down, boosted up, short kill. Easy as that to take out the opening. Amazing as well. There's no luck for Ground Zero in this round, unfortunately. Looks like it's going to be number 7th on the board for Avant. Might see a commitment come through to try to get this bomb down on the bomb site, but 60 seconds remaining and Moe can't quite seem to find anything to work with. Molotov will force him forward, who should fall right into his death. Will be spotted out by Soju, so now information gathered by the CT forces is Void will go down. Moe with a trade back. Bomb still yet to make his way in. Will start to move up towards the monster area. Good shots from Moe though. 2 kills almost for the 3rd. No, Sniper holds control out alongside Sterling, dropping that last player. Burner up. Last man here. 2 kills to his name on Sniper. AUG remains in play. 7-0 for Avant. And Ground Zero have a buyback here. Early smokes up on the CT forces will try and keep the T side at bay from the rush. The relay comes in to support a single orb setup here for Ground Zero. Into connector there will go. 3 players, including that orb out. Contact established towards the park side area. These Hazar War on two fronts, one from the front and one from the side. He'll still win out the first fight and the second kill as well. Void does get that trade eventually with the AK-47, but Sterling's there to drop the bomb, and he's got full control of this round for the CT side forces. One more cross could end up meaning the end of another player for Ground Zero. Molotov will try for Sterling off angle, but still through the smoke. He's blind. He's still getting a shot and a flick. Sterling! Absolutely insane so far for Avant, and it's just adding to this incredible sort of stance they have on the CT side. No opportunity is given to Ground Zero. Nothing allowed for the T side to strike. Even in spite of the buys, no bomb plants gained in any of the rounds except for the pistol. It has just been easy as that. That's how good Avant, wrong region. How good Avant have been. Sterling now on 10 grand post buy. Avant just hold their stand and face it. A lot of utility being used up by Ground Zero. Obviously not a lot of smokes or Molotovs in the first place. Or flashbangs for that matter. Now it's down to 2 smokes and a molly left for this execute. Moe face around the corner, ready for Sterling. Ooh, baits in the shoulder shot. Takes Hazer down. Moving in a little bit further closer here. Ground Zero going to try and isolate this Orca out. Knows that he's here to the left-hand side, so 5-on-3 scenario, and even more to suppress the CT side. But no utility to hold them off here. They are still getting these picks, though. Panic down to 1 point of health, but he gets himself a 2K. Sniper goes falling, Amoku and Soju. Last 2 players remaining for the Avant side. I don't think they'll be going much further than this. I think they will be falling back. So finally, a first on the board by Ground Zero. A long time to get there. Panic will go falling as a result. So only 1 player sustaining damage on the Ground Zero squad. A little bit of reinvestment with the utility has to come in from several players, I believe. That should be no problems, I don't think, for Ground Zero. Avant, on the other hand, they've got loads of money. They can buy no trouble, no bother. Wouldn't surprise me if Sterling got the AWP so far. Yep, he's been a great man for Avant. 15 kills in 10 rounds. Well, 9 rounds technically, but you might add more to than this thing here in round 10. Orgs in for everybody else. Full scope set up for the CT side. The AK's back in. Limited utility for Panic once again. The only player that went down. Heavy investment has to come through for the AK and head Kevlar. Awkward flashes coming through as well from Void. Not going to allow them easy short control. I don't think they wanted to go for it anyway, but we'll force the CTs that are aggressing away. Hard back got towards the bomb site, over towards Grill. Meanwhile, the T side pushing in, gaining some sort of mid presence. No B site, really. It's mostly connector, mostly mid. No long either, so pretty one-track mind from Ground Zero. Only 1 man here to defend the bomb site directly. Got 2 players in that bathrooms and mid position, which could end up being the crossfire that works well for Avant. His first man's found in Hazer. AWP ready for the second. Good AWP trades as the AUG drops that bomb, and Avant as confident as ever. The AWP is Sterling. It's yet another kill. And Burner 1 HP as he's dinked down. Last man standing in a 1 versus 5. Will face, and he should go falling all the same here. And yeah. Hazer and Sterling. Crossfire set and locked. AWP and AUG doing really great work there for Avant. Didn't even feel like a challenge when Ground Zero peeked up and didn't check all those corners. Another timeout has got to come through for Ground Zero. Second one being used for them here in this map. First time they used it, didn't really do much with the T-side line. How are they going to adjust? How are they going to change things? I think there's 2 key things they've got to do. Number 1 is find a good execute. That's the one thing we haven't seen for them so far. The defaults have always just been dismantled. When the executes have come in, it's always been a little bit shaky. Usually one player pushing into the B bomb site, and it's like, oh, okay, well, you've gone down. So what does that port for your side? I mean, distraction, I guess you could say, tempted a distraction, but no one from Avant rotated. And the second thing I think they need to do is shut down Sterling. Because just the setup from him and Hazer and the kills that he's been landing as well, like, it's just... Like, if you take him out, you probably could, like relegate and, like, neglect all of those things, but you can see Sterling's already got himself in towards the mid position. We'll land a leg shot, so they will know where he is, but how are they going to take him down? Molotov's in, again, great use of utility, going to try and keep the T-side away. He knows he legged that player, so Bernerok can't make his way into the bathrooms just yet. Flames will burn out, and Sterling at that point will rotate back to the A-bomb site. Get ready alongside Moku. Nades in from him will deal with the tagged up player. So Panic with the AK picked up on Bernerok. 60 seconds remaining for the T-side if they want to go here to the A-bomb site. Gonna wrap back over towards Connector instead as they all slowly fall away. Play away from Sterling's position, but meanwhile a counter-rotate comes in from Avant. They leave Sterling as the only AWP, well, backed up by the AUG, of course. 3 players on the B bomb site, though, as the rotation from Soju has some utility at the ready. Bursts in, the T-side round this corner. AUG from Sniper at the helm. Moe will be able to take down Hazer alongside Panic, dropping another over on the B bomb site. But the bomb's been dropped all the same, and Sniper comes up with a double kill. Panic's got to get them both down now, looking for Sterling around this corner here towards Graffiti, but the AWP lands. It looks for the second, and I'm not surprised that Sterling won that. 2 kills, he's been stellar so far. I guess you could say he's been Sterling. 10-1, ground 0. Decimated by Avant so far. How much stock do you take in a CT side of ground 0 is the question from here on out. Eco round coming in. Oh, nade against them. Half by now, pushing forward from ground 0. It's lined up. 2 frags for the AUG. Mocha gets 2 of his own. Bomb being dropped. And yes, only will end up falling, but it doesn't matter. Sniper in HD. 3 kills to his name. 11 on the board for Avant. Another easy shutdown. And look at those numbers being posted up by the T side. 6 kills at best for Panic. Versus 4 from Soju at his worst for Avant. And they're still dominating by 11-1. 10 rounds of deficit, and look at the aggression coming through, the confidence to happen, and the shot's just not getting landed by Zemp. Allowed to fall away, can't even land the tag damage onto the man that gets away. Perfect chance to take out Hazer or Sterling. What a pickup that would have been for ground 0 to finally open things up in this round. But instead, the face towards Connector will go better for the CT side as Sniper deals with the 1 lurker, the rest of ground 0. Pushing in towards long or holding out in the monster position. As Panic does take Moku back to 4 versus 4. CT's aggressing now. You can see Sniper's pushed up quite far into the T composition. We'll deal with Panic as the AWP of ground 0 tries to look onto the A bomb site. The execute is coming through. Smoke in. Flash at the ready. Sterling not blinded off. It's one towards Dumbs to try and cut off rotations. The flashbang will catch him off guard eventually, but he stands unblinded to catch the first player in for the first shot. AWP will try and face around. Soju's ready with the AUG. Spots the man towards long. Takes him down, leaving Murray left alone. The 1 versus 3. And 2 kills trying to get found by Soju. Suppressed him the 2 points of health of his own right. Sniper might even get the triple on the backstab. And 20 seconds after this bomb plant to go down. Faked once, swung out, and Sniper wins the fight. 12-1. Into the penultimate round of the half. AWP straight up, straight out. First kill for Sterling already. Falls back into water, backed up by a teammate as the T-side continue to aggress. Panic on 49 points of health. It's not an ideal line. AWP continues to fire away. Mocha up in the heaven position, doubles down for the double kill, and dismantles on the triple. Hazark actually comes up with that frag towards short. Dropping that bomb for the last time this round. 13-1 and Avant. How do you break it? You've tried everything. You've tried slow defaults, you've tried executions, you've tried for the quick rushes, and none of it's worked. None of it has worked. I don't want to be that guy, but I think it's over, boys. AUG and Visoju lands on the first player, tries to get back out of dodge here towards Monster. On with the second frag, he spots the third player in the interim, lines it up for a triple kill. So T-side once again get decimated. Sniper comes up with the final two. 14-1, what a half. I think this is the third 14-1 half we've had today, by the way. OCE, what is going on? It's not surprising to see Avant in the lead. But just again, same thing as I've been saying all day, like, not by this amount. Even though it is your map pick, even though it is your home turf, even though it is a series where you're favoured in, like Ground Zero, you would have hoped they would have been able to throw up a bit of a fight. Soju and Moku make their way up close and personal here with the pistol, shut down by the first player. Moku comes back with a secondary kill though, doubles up on the triple, headshot angles taking, he knows where the last two CTs are at as well, and Avant could just push in towards long, get that bomb plant, set up the retake in a 3 versus 2. Diffuse in play for Moe, double flash for him to try and enter for the retake, no Kevlar for the lone CT player. Smoking for Sniper, Molotov also at the helm, bomb plant back towards bank. Avant know how to play this post plant. All the info they need on Ground Zero. Here come the CT. Sniper, oh, facing away at the worst moment. This could be a backed up opportunity. Will it come through for Moe? Spotting Sterling. Headshot landed. Second player also tagged up. 2 kills lined up. And suddenly Sniper's alone. Molotov at the helm. 1 versus 1. Puts it down to the bomb site. Burns alive on Moe. 45 points of hell. He may have just stalled for enough time here at this stage. As USP tries to take the headshot. 4 kills for Moe, but no. Avant get away with the round. 15-1. Map point to their favour. A very well played recovery from Moe in this case. 4 kills, but even better post plant from Avant, and even better play from Sniper in particular. Knew he had to put that Molotov down, and as soon as he did, that was round over. 14 map points for Avant. 14 map points. Jesus. Well, we've seen 1-16-1 today so far. Let's see if it can be a second here for Avant. Force buy in for Ground Zero as they go out towards the mid face as the scout in for Zeph. Traded back by the nade shot coming through, and just damage coming in, HP. And that's about it. CTs will push in towards short. Getting some sort of map control here above the T side line. Should get spotted out, shouldn't get taken down, nice and easy there. Opening frag for Avant here in what might just be the last round. Moe with the FAMAS is the best player they have on the defensive. Unfortunately, they are hitting B where he's holding in from. Flashbangs will catch him, pop flash out of the way. The C-side players will not be able to tolerate it. Deagle's in, last 2 alive, both on the rotation, 2 versus 5. And again, I hate to be that guy, but I think it's over. Scout in. Takes 1 down, smokes up. Sniper continues to face around that corner, look on towards that quarter position, and now all left to void. 4 kills to find to clutch it together for Avant. And no defuse kit, time to tick in, tags up Moku. Second frag back through the wall. Deagle out, can't land the shot. And time is ticked way too far by. AK picked up with a third frag, and he's just not going to find it. 16-1. Dominant. Absolutely dominant there. Damn near floor.